All right, 5:30, can we bring the Personnel Committee to order, please?
Sure.
All righty.
Mr. Watts.
Local law and local law of the County of Albany, New York, prohibiting Albany County government from discriminating against potential employees based on criminal arrest records or convictions. Do you have any questions?
So moved.
I just less a question than just a kind of a observation. For people who attended the Audit and Finance Committee meetings, you know that I asked a lot of the department heads sort of what was going on with background checks in their departments. And now that I assume this will pass and there will not be a pre-application request for information, I think it's important that the county legislature consider a policy, if appropriate, for how the county will actually operate from department to department to department. And there are a number of folks kind of looking at that right now, and I would think that in some time in the near future, there would be sort of a parallel proposal that would come back through this committee or law or whatever the appropriate mechanism that might take a look, assuming that when folks get through chatting with the various departments, if there is a need for some background checks. That currently may or may not be happening on a countywide basis. So I didn't want anyone to be surprised that that would be something that folks would be taking a look at. Tried to work with Sam and do it on a sort of a parallel basis.
Yeah, I'll just add it. I think it makes sense to examine the current background procedures. I don't know if it necessarily needs changes, but it's certainly worth examining the existing background procedures.
And that process has started.
And I appreciate the work of the councils on both sides to work together to make sure whatever would even be considered would be rational and reasonable for the county, and not to impinge upon the intent of Sam's legislation.
Sean,
He just answered my question. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
we have a motion?
I'd like to make a statement on the motion,
Sure.
sir. I'm just happy to know that the county executive has already gone ahead of us tonight, and he has already made this happen in our Human Resources Department. And this is something that has plagued my minority community for decades. First they come with the frisk, and then the arrest, and then the records stay sealed like that until a person becomes of age to get employment. And this will sometimes follow them all their lives because they got stopped, frisked, picked up, fingerprinted, and taken to jail. And that's on their records forever. If you don't have a lawyer to help you get that off of your record, it's there. It doesn't get eliminated. It doesn't get erased. That can carry you till the day that you finally collect Social Security, where you can see you don't have that much Social Security because you were denied employment at so many different stops along your life because you checked that box on employment. It has been like something that's like been a pain in the butt for most frustrated people in the majority minority community. It really is a significant move, and I'm happy to say that Mr. Fine, you worked hard with this, you did your research, and you know this is something that the community has been crying for decades. And I have to applaud you, and of course the county executive and this committee for supporting this local law. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Go ahead, Sam.
Just want to say thank you, Ms. McKnight. You make a lot of, we brought up a lot of really good points and a lot of good reasons about why this law is so important. I appreciate your support on this as well as a co-sponsor of the law. And I'd like to acknowledge, I appreciate the county executive removing the question about criminal history from the job application, taking the leadership there. Just want to add that I think it's really important that we pass this law to make sure that that is set in stone, that will always be, will not be part of the job applications, and also have some of the procedures around the appeals process and other aspects of background checks and stuff in set in stone into the law.
On the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Nobody yet? Thank you.
Motion adjourned, second.
Have a nice